Good morning. Thank you for joining us today to focus on a couple of infrastructure topics. In a few minutes, we'll have an update on the city's efforts to repair potholes following recent winter storms. But we begin today with exciting news on how innovation is creating some long-term benefits for our community. Earlier this month, our Planning Commission unanimously advanced our Climate Action Plan, a set of strategies that will help us take action locally to slow the pace of climate change, increase our city's resilience, grow jobs and economic opportunity, and protect residents' quality of life. And the plan recognizes that embedded in the risks of climate change lie opportunities. Opportunities that invite us to take a new look at our infrastructure and assess how we can adopt technologies that boost our resiliency and reduce our carbon footprint. We're here today to focus on one such opportunity. I'm very pleased to announce that after 4 years of planning, innovation, and hard work, the city's Biogas Sustainability Initiative is complete. This initiative is a major accomplishment for the city as our team continues to strengthen our infrastructure in ways that also protect our environment and quality of life. For those who are less familiar with this initiative, here's a little bit of background. The wastewater that all of us generate every day ends up at our city's water resource recovery facilities, where the digestion of solids produce methane, a powerful greenhouse gas. And instead of flaring this gas byproduct, the city has used the biogas produced at our Teresa Street facility to generate electricity for the treatment plant since 1991. And when those treatment plant's generators reached the end of their useful lives a few years back, Lincoln Wastewater System made the forward-looking decision to upgrade the technology to make even better use of that biogas. Our team at the Lincoln Wastewater System worked with partners on a new process that treats, cleans, and transforms the renewable natural gas into quality vehicle fuel. And with this project completed, we are now actively creating vehicle fuel that is currently being sold on the national market. We estimate that fuel sales will generate approximately $2.6 million annually, allowing us to recoup our investment in this infrastructure in just 3.3 years. The revenue will help fund operations and further system improvements. And here to tell us more about this exciting project is Donna, the Assistant Director of Lincoln Transportation and Utilities.
Thank you, Mayor. Lincoln Wastewater System is always working to find new sustainable solutions and increase the efficiency of its operations. We do this to provide services to Lincoln residents year-round for our future generations. This project would not have been possible without the support of Mayor Gaylor Baird and our City Council. Thank you, Mayor. Lincoln Wastewater System worked with Black Hills Energy, HDR Engineering, and Building Crafts Incorporated to help us design, build, and connect our renewable natural gas into the Black Hills Energy pipeline. We are thrilled about the results of this project. We expect this project to produce 100,000 British thermal units of renewable natural gas annually. That's the equivalent of 875,000 gallons of gasoline. Not only does this biogas generate a substantial amount of revenue for the city, but the city also capitalizes on the renewable fuel standard incentives offered by the federal government through the Environmental Protection Agency. Natural gas vehicles can operate on the type of non-fossil fuel we are producing, reducing greenhouse gas emissions up to 75%. That's compared to gasoline or diesel vehicles. The final step of the process is to get this renewable natural gas on the marketplace. We are a proud partner with BlueSource, a national energy management company that specializes in this type of project. And as the mayor mentioned, this project will pay for itself in just a few years, and the dividends will continue to benefit our community and future generations for many years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna, for all of your leadership over the years on this incredible initiative. We really appreciate you and your team at LTU. And as Donna mentioned, one of our key partners in this initiative is Black Hills Energy. And at this time, I'd like to invite Nebraska Operations Vice President Kevin Jarris up to tell us about Black Hills' role in this project. Welcome.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you for having us here today. I appreciate being here representing Black Hills Energy. Since the early 1900s, it has been our honor to warm the homes and businesses alike with safe and reliable natural gas. We are committed to creating a cleaner energy future that builds upon our responsibility to provide affordable energy that improves our customers' lives. Last year, Black Hills Energy announced a goal of reducing emissions intensity 50% by the year 2035 through continued investments in our system nationally. We also became an EPA Methane Challenge partner, and this biogas, renewable natural gas, RNG project takes this commitment a step further. Investments in renewable natural gas are just one way we're demonstrating this commitment to providing even cleaner energy. This project is our third project in Nebraska, our first wastewater project in Nebraska, and our second water resource recovery facility project for our company. And to give you an idea of the volume of RNG being produced here, it is enough to fuel 718,857 one-way trips for Nebraska football fans from South Point Pavilion to Memorial Stadium every year. And finally, I would like to recognize Mayor Gaylor Baird for her leadership and the staff at LTU for their support of this renewable energy project. We look forward to our continued innovative and operationally excellent partnership. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. That is an impressive number of trips to Memorial Stadium, and I know everyone in our community is excited to get back there. Before we move on, I want to recognize LTU and the Lincoln Wastewater System for their commitment to innovation. The system's Teresa Street and Northeast facilities, they treat about 32 million gallons of wastewater every day. And previous projects have resulted in effluent from those plants being used to heat and cool the buildings at UNL's Innovation Campus and to cool the LES Terry Bundy Station. So innovations have already made the Teresa Street facility energy neutral, and with this new biogas project, the facility is now an energy generator. The project is also an award winner. The Nebraska Water Environmental Association presented its 2020 Special Innovation Award to our Teresa Street facility. And these kinds of projects just don't happen without a strong commitment to making Lincoln a more sustainable and resilient community. So thank you so much to LTU, to the Lincoln Wastewater System, and to our partners for our great work on behalf of our community's residents. And before we move on to our update on pothole repairs, we would like to open up this news conference for questions on the biogas project. So if anyone in the media has questions, we'd be happy to entertain those.
Mayor Riley with the Journal-Star.
Hi, Riley.
Hi, maybe a question for you or for Donna Garden, but certainly the city uses compressed natural gas to power its buses, as was alluded to by Mr. Jarris with the trips to Memorial Stadium. Is the city still considering future build out of this potential to create fueling for a city fueling station for its StarTran fleet?
We take this investment very seriously, and we are looking to continue our advancements along those lines, but I'll ask either Donna or Liz who want to come on up. Thank you.
Hi, Riley. Actually, what we're doing is we get it into the pipeline. It can be used anywhere. So that's really the benefit of putting it into the pipeline. It makes it a national market. It can also be used for fueling stations here within the city of Lincoln. And as Mayor mentioned, I think we're taking that very seriously for future investments.
Any other questions on biogas? All right, we'll move on to potholes. I know all of us are really grateful to see temperatures climbing back up this week, and Nebraska weather can change very quickly. We've had numerous freeze-thaw cycles this winter here. That means that our streets are showing the impact of the record-breaking snowfall and low temperatures. LTU actually repairs potholes all year long, but they have stepped up repairs and their efforts are strong over these past 2 weeks. All the available crews that haven't been working to clear snow have been out repairing potholes. Our 4 specialized pothole repair trucks are also able to be out on the streets as long as street temperatures stay above 40 degrees. LTU Director Liz Elliott is here to update us on the city's effort to maintain our streets. Over to you, Liz.
Thank you, Mayor. LTU plans for pothole season all year. And with the increased number of freeze-thaw cycles, we are prepared to handle the increased number of potholes. On any given day that it's not snowing or raining, we will continue to have up to 12 crews out repairing potholes around the city. Each crew repairs about 100 to 150 potholes per day. In the last 2 weeks, our crews have repaired nearly 7,000 potholes across Lincoln, using more than 240,000 pounds of material. LTU generally fills an average of 52,000 potholes a year. As the mayor mentioned, LTU has all 4 pothole trucks in operation. Each truck is operated by just 1 crew member, which increases our efficiency and the opportunities for additional crews to manually repair potholes elsewhere. Our priorities are first the arterial streets, then residential streets, and then alleyways. We want to thank the public for their patience and assistance in helping us locate some of the potholes through the city's Uplink app. We encourage you to continue to submit your requests for service through the phone app or through uplink.lincoln.ne.gov. In addition to these requests, our crews are also monitoring our streets in Lincoln to identify problem areas. Last year, residents submitted 1,100 pothole requests for service. By the end of the season, city crews were able to find and repair more than 42,000 potholes due to our team's thorough street monitoring. Repairing potholes is just a temporary fix. Every time a crew repairs a pothole, they document the street condition and make plans for future permanent repairs if deemed necessary. Those permanent repairs are the long-term solution, and we continue to move forward on that front thanks to additional voter-approved investments. About 20 Lincoln on the Move projects will move forward with planning and construction through the summer. And those improvements will minimize future potholes that we see throughout the city. Thank you.
Thank you, Liz. We also, of course, want to remind drivers to please use extra caution when you encounter our street crews. Please slow down and give them plenty of room to do their work. They are out there in all kinds of weather doing a very difficult job on behalf of our community, and the safety of our crews is a real priority. And with that, we'd be happy to open things up for questions on potholes. Any questions on our work? All right, well, thank you again for joining us today, and again, thank you to LTU for its efforts to improve our infrastructure. We all rely on it every day, and we're so pleased to be able to make these kinds of advancements that not only strengthen our infrastructure, but protect our environment and quality of life. Thank you.